This lesson is based on Neville Goddard's book, The Power of Awareness, and the chapter called Attitude. What if the way you see the world isn't as objective as you think? What if reality, as you experience it, is shaped not by external facts, but by your inner expectations? Modern psychology supports what Neville Goddard taught decades ago, that what you perceive is a reflection of your assumptions. Experiments by Merle Lawrence and Adelbert Ames revealed that what people see is determined more by what they expect than what is objectively in front of them. In other words, the lens through which you view life is colored by the attitude you hold within. To the logical mind, it seems that circumstances create our mood, but Neville invites us to reverse that logic. Your assumptions don't just influence your emotions, they sculpt your entire experience. Your inner attitude molds reality. What appears to be solid life is, in truth, an ever-shifting reflection of your self-concept. Your assumptions are like the hand of God shaping clay. The moment you assume your desire is already fulfilled, the invisible begins to take form. What you assume, if done with conviction and sustained focus, will harden into fact. This isn't mere positive thinking. It is prophecy in its purest form. Neville reminds us of William Blake's insight. What seems to be is to those to whom it seems to be. That is, your reality is shaped by what seems true to you, not by what is universally true. If you assume someone is rude, critical, or difficult, your experience of them will reflect that assumption, even if they behave differently with others. Why? Because people reflect your assumptions about them, often without realizing it. Your private inner conversations, even the silent ones, become scripts others unconsciously play out. Take the story of a costume designer who constantly argued in her mind with a theatrical producer she found unfair. She was convinced he disliked her and criticized her work out of spite. Every morning on her way to work, she rehearsed in her head what she wished she could say to him, but never would. These mental arguments, repeated daily, solidified her experience of him. When she learned about the law of assumption, she realized her attitude was the real cause of their strained relationship. She began a new inner practice, imagining him complimenting her work, thanking her for her creativity, praising her professionalism. And in time, the outer world changed to match her new internal state. The same man who once felt like an enemy became an unexpected ally. This is not manipulation. It's not about controlling others. It's about shifting your own inner world and watching how the outer world adjusts accordingly. Your assumption is like a spell cast through imagination. When charged with feeling, it affects not only your perspective, but the behavior of others, the opportunities that appear, and the events that unfold. We often think we're dealing with facts, but more often, we're dealing with reflections of belief. Most conflicts, Neville says, are simply due to a lack of imagination, to the inability to cast the beam out of our own eye. To change your world, begin by changing your attitude, not superficially, but deeply, through repetition, emotion, and imaginative engagement. Feel your new reality as if it's already true. Persist in this feeling. Let it dominate your internal conversations, and trust that the outer world will echo the new vibration you've chosen to live from. Attitude is not just a mindset, it is a creative force. Through it, you shape your reality.